Today, I'm gonna show you the only food you'll ever have to try when visiting Las Vegas. Las Vegas is known to have some of the best restaurants in the entire country, ranging from cheap eats to fine dining to celebrity chef restaurants. Now, if you've seen my channel, I've been able to show you hundreds and even thousands. Okay, maybe not thousands, but being given the opportunity to try so much food in this beautiful city, I have compiled a list of the best dishes I've ever had in Las Vegas. This will have nothing to do with the cost, the location, or whether or not it was made by a celebrity chef. It's purely based on the dish itself and how it's gotten me to come back time and time again. So my stomach is asking if you guys can please comment, like, and subscribe because she's gonna have her work cut out for the day. And the first place is at Aria. All right, so for this first spot, we have to go inside of Proper Eats. So for our first spot, I am taking you to my favorite burger in all of Las Vegas. So we are here at Lola's Burger, again, inside of Proper Eats. And yes, Proper Eats has many eateries. I have featured them before, right when Proper Eats opened, and I've also featured them on my best burgers of Las Vegas. And I've had plenty of burgers, and so far, my favorite. So for this first dish, well, I guess like a dish and a half, we are gonna be getting their smash burger along with their Parmesan truffle fries. One for me, one for you, no fries for you.
No soup for you.
The burger gets made pretty quick, especially since it's all pressed down and it's all very thin. But yeah, they did start it off with the Russian dressing, and as well they had a little spice seasoning on it. And they told me it was salt, pepper, paprika, I think mushroom seasoning. And the toppings are very simple. I mean, again, you do have your two patties and you have your cheese, the pickles, more Russian dressing, and probably one of the softest buns you'll ever have. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God. You can already see right there, just from that bite, all that Russian dressing that starts spewing out. Again, even those two patties were pressed down, they were still able to maintain their juiciness, and then you still have kind of like a crispy edge around the patties at the very end. And they do not skimp out on the Russian dressing, so that makes it extra delicious. And of course, with every burger, you do have to have your sidekick of fries right here. This one specifically is a truffle Parmesan fries. Now, it does come right here with this Dijon aioli. Let's just say you're not a fry person, still ask for this Dijon aioli. It is so delicious. I personally like to dip the burger into the aioli. Extra layer of juiciness right there. Time to dip the actual fries into the aioli. I think this is a perfect combination. Ooh, and that sauce has a little bit of tang, almost like a lemony feeling to it too. So if you guys ever do come to Vegas and you are craving a burger, I really do recommend come here to Lola's Burger inside of Proper Eats at the Aria Hotel. You're not gonna be sorry. I promise you'll love this. So who's ready to try some food from the hardest steakhouse to get into in Las Vegas? No, seriously, if you guys ever do want to come into Golden Steer, give yourself like a good month or two to make your reservation, because this place gets packed. Even when they first open, they will be having a whole line right outside of the door. There is no line right now because they are letting us come in and film a little early. But yeah, you have no idea what's coming for you guys. It's been here for quite a while. It's been here since 1958, and they pretty much haven't changed anything. A lot of the food is still the same, and it's all very delicious. So now here's the thing. I haven't actually shown this on my channel, but the reason that I got to taste it is because I did a video with Vegas with Shin, and we actually came a couple times. Now, I know for a steakhouse, you would think like, oh my God, it's the steak that stands out. But to me, like my favorite dish in the entire restaurant was this dish right here, the shrimp de Jonge. And it is so delicious, and it's gonna come out right now. You guys just, if you're gonna come here, that has to be one of the things that you get. So this is a buttery dish, so make sure you use your napkin. So as you guys can see, this is just swimming in butter. I mean, so many spices. This is 4 jumbo shrimp, and it is baked along with the garlic Dijon compound butter. Then it's topped with breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese. It's served with toast. Comes with a fancy lemon right here. So of course you do have the option here if you just want to dive in straight into the shrimp, or of course you do have this lovely bread that you can put your shrimp on top of, pour some more butter in it, and then just have a whole bite like that. But the way we're gonna do it today, we're gonna do just the shrimp, then we're gonna do a combination of both, and then whatever bread is left over, we're just gonna soak it all in. And for sure, look at that jumbo shrimp. We're gonna go with the biggest pieces of shrimp, and then you still gotta dip it back in. So of course, not only is this shrimp just the plumpiest ever, but you do have a little bit of crust from that little Parmesan that they put on there, all the breadcrumbs as well. Gonna try it along with the bread. This shrimp dish is made perfectly. Now, this is an appetizer, so of course, when you do come to Golden Steer, of course, you're gonna wanna have your steak, you wanna have your Caesar salad, but it's definitely an appetizer that you have to have. Personally, me, I would probably have it as an entree itself because it's so delicious and I would not share with anybody. My favorite part of the whole dish is actually this sauce right here. So once everything is mixed up with the butter, the Parmesan cheese, and the breadcrumbs, and the lemon, what I remember doing is that once me and Shin were done with this dish, we actually ordered extra bread and we just dipped it in the sauce and we just could not get enough. And make sure you pick up all those extra breadcrumbs at the bottom. That is just so delicious. I mean, of course, it's tons of butter, but it's just the lemony taste that you have at the end. Once I'm done with all this shrimp, I'm keeping this. I will probably dip my steak back in this butter. All right, guys, you ready for some Italian? We are here at Matteo's inside of Venetian. This had some of my most memorable dishes that I've ever had. I still dream about these two dishes, and I'm gonna show you right now. You have to get both of them though. You have to get both.
All fresh pastas are made the same, but there are some tweaks that you can do. First of all, we're using 00 Italian flour, 100% from Italy. There is a secret ingredient in there that I'm going to disclose to you, which is Parmesan cheese. These are one of our signature pasta that we use in multiple applications. You can touch this and see how...
This feels very nice.
You can almost wear it as a scarf.
Yeah, I would.
So a mandillo is an handkerchief, and this is the filling. Is a 3 meats filling that we do. The balance between the filling.
I'm gonna. Okay, sure.
I hope you're paying attention.
Oh, you're on. We're gonna judge you. So now you have to fold about halfway, but you need to exactly. Okay, with this, starting from this end, you want to just uniformly cut it. It's just almost like using a knife, but obviously it makes it. So now we have our pasta, and now we're gonna go cook it upstairs. This is a traditional pesto recipe that I make a little bit emulsify rather than be oily and coarsely, because I want that silkiness. So by tempering, you see how this becomes creamy, almost to the consistency of the sauce. So in this case, as we said, we're gonna put 2. It takes 2 minutes. We are going to coat the pasta. This is the sauce that we are going to use. It's a Reggiano sauce, and then we add a touch of cream at the end for consistency. Again, we're gonna go into our salted water. You wanna finish cooking the last 2 seconds in the sauce. Our 24 months Parmigiano Reggiano. You see the sauce is loose, but yet not too loose. 1, 2, 3. Bon appetit.
What an adventure that was. Again, thank you to Chef Angelo. I'm just speechless after being able to see everything that he showed us from the very beginning to the very end. So this first one, it is called a handkerchief pasta, but to be a little bit more Italian, it's the mandili di seta. So it is, like you saw, 2 handkerchief pieces of pasta, very silky, and then it does have an almond basil pesto, and they are gonna be so good. Especially since I was able to make it, I'm definitely gonna have extra love for these. Chef Angelo, honestly, one of the best dishes ever. Chef Angelo, everybody.
Dig in now because it's gonna get cold.
Ultra thin. It's so silky, and I could see why they call it handkerchief pasta, because yeah, I really do just want to put it in my pocket right now. This is the other one that, I think this is the one that I made here. So it says there, agnolotti. The pasta is filled with braised beef, short rib, and it has a Reggiano cream sauce, and then the Biolo reduction. So if you got salad, like that brown sauce at the very end, and that braised beef. It's so good. It's so tender that I remember the first time I ever tried it, I was like, is that cheese on the inside? Like, why is it so tender and so creamy? Just the sauce on there. It's so light, but it's like such the perfect combination for this pasta specifically. I think you can't go wrong with either one of these. I mean, honestly, order both. If you can, order both, please. But these are gonna be unforgettable, guys. So you guys know that we can't do a video about the best dishes in Las Vegas without adding pizza to that list. So we're here at Italy, and I'm gonna show you the only pie you ever need to order. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how to make La Margherita Verace TSG.
I'm Giovanni, I'm the pizza chef here for Rosso Pomodoro, with Italy. We make the Neapolitan pizza here, exactly the same as in Italy. We have the same oven, we have the same flour, same tomato. The mozzarella came from Italy. We do it quick and we do, I think, better. It's about 90-second cooking right in the oven.
I've heard your ovens are at like 900 degrees or something like that.
Yes, it's 900 degrees, and this dough we use is a very high hydrate. It's a 80% water, so it's very quick. Specific the dough from Naples, it's the quality. It's very light and then melt in your mouth when you eat this pizza.
Let's go. Pizza for one. So yes, Las Vegas has so many different pizzas out there. I mean, of course, we do have American style, we have New York style, but this one, definitely Neapolitan style, is going to be a lot fluffier. As you guys saw, it took like 60 seconds to be made, and the cheese is definitely different. It's like chunkier. I have seen people use a fork and knife, but it's okay. We won't judge here. Definitely a lot more soft right here. This is a little too delicious. I've had this pizza hundreds, maybe thousands of times. Again, not thousands, but definitely almost up into the hundreds. It's definitely a pizza that you gotta eat right when it comes out of the oven. I know a few of you might think that there are Italis around the world, which is good news for you guys, because that means that you can have this pizza at any of those Italis. As for the crust, the most fluffiest, stretchable crust. Dang, look at that. But yeah, here in Italy, they have so many different options, different eateries. They also have La Toscana, so you have a lot to choose from here. I will say about 95% of the time, I just head here to La Pizza La Pasta and I get my Margherita Verace TSG. All right, so we're gonna go to another Italian restaurant, but this time I have a different type of dish I'm gonna show you. So they're letting us come here before opening just to show you this dish. So we are in a very fancy place right now. So we're here at LPM inside of the Cosmopolitan Hotel up on the 3rd floor. And I've actually been here probably 2 other times, but the first time I ever tried it was pretty recent. And I came because they were featuring their brunch. And that was the first time I ever tried this dish. And I remember both me and Lydia, we were pretty mesmerized about this dish, so it definitely had to be on the list. So this right here is a warm prawns. So it's kind of interesting the way they make it. So they do start off with 3 giant shrimp, and then they do start off by poaching it, steaming it for about a minute, then they clean it, cut it in half, plate it, and then they use a salamander broiler in order to warm it up a little bit more. And then finally it is plated, and it is served along with the olive oil, fresh lemon juice, fresh basil, and topped off with black pepper. It's such a simple dish, and sometimes you don't even need that many ingredients in order to make. That is so good. And they use some of the top olive oil ever. And even though it is fully cooked, just the way they prepared it, again, the poaching and all the different ways that they cooked it, it still has like a very tender feel to it. Like if you would have told me this was a crudo, I would have believed you. And this is just one of their appetizers. They have so many other delicious dishes here at LPM. So whether if you come for brunch or dinner, you're gonna love it. And then one of my favorite parts too is that when you do come here, they do have these tomatoes and lemon on the table along with a bottle of olive oil. So it's kind of like a pre-appetizer. You just kind of like cut it for yourself, and that's kind of like a little snack that you can munch on. But yeah, if you guys can come to LPM and get these warm prawns, definitely recommend it. We're back at Giada. So we did do a video here not too long ago for the best celebrity chef restaurants, and there is a very special dish here at Giada, of course, that I want to share with you guys. It's delicious. Again, we were just here a few months ago and I featured a few dishes that looked so delicious, but there was one specific one that I could not have enough of when I tried it. If you guys remember the lemon spaghetti, you are correct. Oh my God, look at this mountain of spaghetti. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is one of their features on their menu. I mean, it's even highlighted in the actual menu. It's their Giada signature lemon spaghetti, and it is just beautiful. I mean, the base itself is a Parmesan cheese broth, and it is made along with lemon juice. It's thickened with mascarpone cheese, and then it's finished with Parmesan cheese, crispy capers, micro basil, and 2 tiger prawns, which these tiger prawns are huge and they look thick and meaty. So unfortunately there's no other way but to have to destroy this beautiful mountain of spaghetti. And they have this whole broth right here all over bottom. You just have to dip your spaghetti in there right before you go in. Okay, I'm crying. It's so delicious. That sauce, I can't get enough of it. I mean, not only is it already tossed into the spaghetti, but you do get a whole bunch left right here at the bottom of the plate. I mean, look at it. It's a cheese sauce. I mean, how is it not going to be delicious? And then a little prawn thyme. I feel like I'm cutting a steak instead of a shrimp. That's just like one piece. Dang. I think that was the biggest piece of shrimp I've ever had. Dang. And that was just like a piece of it. Quality of the seafood is so delicious. The prawns, you can just tell that they're so fresh. I think last time when I got this, I definitely took it to go, and I definitely put the rest of that sauce that was in my plate, I scooped it out into my to-go plate. They actually just gave me a little bit more cheese sauce. And this is when you first pour it in. It's almost like milk. It looks like I'm eating spaghetti and milk. Kind of, in a sense. That's how good the sauce is. You can eat it just by the spoonful, like this. I don't know how to eat. You're also going to be getting some of the most beautiful views here on the Las Vegas Strip from our restaurant. I mean, we're right on Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo, so this is the busiest intersection on the Las Vegas Strip. And you can see everything from right here. I mean, you got the Bellagio, the Cosmopolitan, the Horseshoe. I mean, you get to see all the crazy traffic out there. So yeah, coming to Giada is definitely a place to come and celebrate, or even if you just want to feel fancy and have a good time and get a good view with your brunch or your dinner, this is the place to do it. I'm not crying, guys, I swear. Now, when you come to Las Vegas, I know majority of people want to find just the ultimate steakhouse, find such a good steak, some good sides, and honestly, I think I found my newest one, and I know you guys will love it. Let's go get some steak. They have the best bread service here. I have tried many steaks around Las Vegas, so I do feel like I've gotten a little picky, and my palate for steaks has kind of refined over the years, and I had thought I found my favorite one, but no, this one's my favorite one here. So the one I'm gonna show you is their dry aged bone-in ribeye that stands at 22 ounces for $120, and it is just so delicious. I actually got to try it for the first time when I was doing the 24 hours at Fontainebleau here with Lydia. We literally sat one booth over, and I wanted to melt along with the steak. The steak was so good. And their mashed potatoes as well. They were so creamy, so buttery, so gooey. They were like the perfect consistency ever. So if you are ever looking for a really good steak dinner, someone to impress, whether if it's your boss, your honey bun, just like this honey bun, this is a place to come have a good steak dinner. It's here. The way they cut it was so beautiful, and they even topped it off with a little bit of beef fat at the very end, and a little bit of salt flakes. We did ask for a medium rare, and that is what we got. I'm gonna go for the back piece, which has the most fat right there. I mean, how else can you describe the best steak you've ever had? I mean, that fat in the back, so buttery, so tender. The meat itself was just cooked so perfectly. It's pretty spectacular right there. And you can also definitely order all these different sauces as well. I always love a good béarnaise, so definitely gonna top it off with that. Doesn't need it, but so good. Definitely get it. Now, it's not just the steak that we're showing off, it's also their butter whipped potatoes. Oh my god. Again, last time I tried it, I wanted to cry. It was so delicious. I'm probably gonna cry again right now. I really think I'm left speechless when it comes to these mashed potatoes. These are just so excellent. I mean, the potato was super smooth. Butter was definitely buttering. I don't know how to say it. It's like the most perfect mashed potatoes that I've ever had. No lumps at all, just how I like it though. So please, please try both. Whoever you're with, you're gonna impress them. If you're by yourself, you're gonna impress yourself. And I've said it before, this restaurant is definitely very beautiful. Such a classic, old school looking steakhouse, but still very modern. And it is so big, it really does feel like it's 4 different restaurants in one. It has like 3 different dining rooms, plus the bar area. Everything is just gorgeous in here. Gotta come try it. So I do want this to be a very balanced video, you know, very well-rounded. We have to hit all key components of good food. And now I want to show you my favorite desserts ever. I'm usually not huge into sweets, but these desserts that I'm going to show you right now, I have to have them each time I come. Now, although we're not having a full dinner here, I do like Viva very much. I do think all of their Mexican food is very delicious. I've had both dinner and brunch here. I've come part of the lip smacking foodie tour. Everything I've had here is so good. But again, there is one key dish that stood out from all of them. This dish right here Dang, I mean, it's definitely dessert, so you know this is something that we're always looking forward to. These are the best churros that I've ever had in my life. So with the churros here, you do get 5 of them, and it does come with a little chocolate sauce, and then it looks like they actually put like a little whipped cream right here. It's really cute too. So now I did get to see how they were making it, and it's so cool to just see that it's all it is the piping bag that creates these little indentations in the actual churros. Like that's literally it, just a piping bag. And then once they are fried, they do get rid of some of the oil excess and then toss in the cinnamon sugar mixture. And before we even try them, look at this. They are the softest churros I've ever seen. I love the chocolate, it's so liquidy. It's like soft, they're fluffy, they still have a nice crispy edge on the outside. These are honestly like little heaven sticks. And the chocolate, the chef actually told me that this is made with dark chocolate, so it kind of gives it a little bit more of an extra tang. I've even come before here where I just go to the bar, have a drink, and I have a whole order of churros to myself. Can we get a replay of that softness? So yeah, if you're gonna come here to Viva, indulge in all the Mexican food you have, but please make sure that you save some room for these churros because you will not regret it. I endorse the statement, best churros of my life. Okay, so that was dessert number 1. We have one more to go. It's a little far though, so get ready. Okay, we're here. So a very long walk. Right now we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you another dessert that is my favorite ever. So last but not least, we are here at Brezza, still inside of Resorts World, and they are an Italian restaurant. I've tried so many of their dishes. I was actually here during their 24 hours at Resorts World video, and I tried so much, it was all good. The one that stood out to me is one of their desserts. So for this place, I am showing you the best cannolis that I've ever had. We are actually here with Chef Brezza. She is the head chef here of Brezza, and I get to do a cannoli with her.
So when we opened Brezza, I actually did not want to put a cannoli on the menu because they're always too thick, too sweet, too kind of like just too much. And my family background is my mom is Czechoslovakian and Ukrainian, and my dad is Polish and French. So I really wanted to take those influences into the Italian world. And these shells are actually designed after my mom's Hershey, which is a bow tie fried Polish dessert.
All right, let's see if Chef Nicole would ever hire me.
Try to go as far down as you can, about halfway each side.
So fun fact, guys, I actually went to pastry school.
Oh, you did?
In college, yeah, so.
Breaking out the piping skills
a little
again.
bit.
And now you're gonna just powder sugar over the top, and now you're gonna shave chocolate over the top. Are you ready to eat?
Yes, her chocolate shavings are a lot more generous than mine. Let's go have some best world cannolis ever. Just look at these. Again, we did do 2 plates of cannolis. These are the ones that Chef Nicole did for us. The ones that I made, they're in a box, and I'm gonna take those home tonight. The cream itself is just made to perfection, and what I really like is that the cannoli shell itself is very thin. Here we go, guys. Best cannolis of my life. First of all, man, how easy was that to bite? Now, for the cream itself, it does have cinnamon, ricotta, mascarpone. It also does have vanilla in it. Powdered sugar, just a tiniest little bit of salt. And just like you guys saw, both me and Chef Nicole, there was a little bit of shaving of chocolate at the top and some powdered sugar. Just to show you guys how soft this is. Just, I'm gonna make a mess, but just look. This just like breaks so easily, but in a good way. Oh my God. The lightest cannoli you'll ever have in your life. All right, guys, so thank you so much for coming with me and allowing me to show the best food that I've ever had here in Las Vegas. That way, when you guys come on your vacation, you know exactly where to head. So as always, guys, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, and comment below what's your favorite food in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. So we're here at Lola's Burger. You're gonna be getting their, today I'm gonna show you some of the nope, that's not it. No, a lot of the food is still the